Hey everyone, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. It's Fresh Catch Friday. Trying something new. As you can see, we are in the glamorous Siren Records Monterey store. And we have to talk fast because, people are going to come in and we got to get this through it. And there's people trying to put stuff away and I got to get out of their way and all that. We're trying something different. Just keep trying to strive to make this as palatable as possible. So let's try this new format and see if this works for any of us. Okay, so I always start with the pick of the week. If you're new here, hi, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. On this channel, we talk about some of the new releases, reissues, and represses that came out today on vinyl Friday, and because Friday's new release day. And we start out with a pick of the week. The list is posted down below with prices, and there's always, we go in alphabetical order, but there's always going to be some stuff on the list that you won't see us talking about because things are still coming out of the boxes and being put away and they get added to the list. But I have to just take my time with you when I can get it. So my pick of the week this week for you, normally I don't really go for reissues, but when they're really great and they're deluxed up to the max, it's a good thing. So this is New Order Low Life, and this is the definitive edition, and it is it's quite a pick. So as you're all familiar with, New Order is this massively influential band that formed in Manchester, England in 1980 that kind of rose from the ashes of the UK post-punk pioneers Joy Division. They successfully fused new wave, electronica, synth pop, and club music earlier than a lot of bands, and they're now seen as contemporaries. Their unique sound was an insightful and soulful sound, and it was perfectly suited for the dance floor. Low Life came out in 1985. It was a studio album. Anyway, it just happens to be one of my favorite New Order albums, and now that they've given it this deluxe treatment, it's just irresistible. This definitive edition here includes the LP, the original LP, on 180-gram vinyl, 2 CDs, a regular CD of the album, and this second CD contains previously unreleased mixes and alternative versions, including Love Vigilantes and Subculture instrumentals, and Sooner Than You Think, full-length, unedited. So it's got that. It's got 2 DVDs and a book, and it features unreleased and rare material across the different formats. The 2 DVDs included are unreleased performances from the Manhattan Club in Belgium and rarely seen footage from Rotterdam Arena in the Netherlands, International Center in Toronto, Canada, and a BBC-filmed whistle test at the Hacienda in 1985. So it's such a terrific album, and the little bonus gift you get is, you buy this, you get these 4 button badges that correspond. It's hard to see them on camera. This one, of course, is perfect. This one says Low Life. I think there's Subculture. And then this one just says New Order Low Life. But it's a nice little pin set that you get with the box set if you come on in and buy it. Okay, so the companion pieces for these are the simultaneously released, there's 3 12-inches. They have here the Perfect Kiss 2022. Now it's embossed and it says Perfect Kiss. It's just hard to see it on camera, but you can you get the glimmer of it, right? It's all embossed. And anyway, this one is Perfect Kiss 2022. It was remastered off the original 12-inch single. It was the lead single from 1985's Low Life. So that was the first single they had. Next up, they have re-released Subculture, and this has an updated sleeve from the original. It was the second single from Low Life, and it's got Subculture and Dub Culture as the B-side. And then we have Shell Shock, which is a single released by New Order actually in 1986. This song originally appeared on the soundtrack to the movie Pretty in Pink, 1 month prior to them releasing the single. So anyway, all these great 12 inches and this super deluxe beautiful box, they're here for you now. So anyway, we're gonna talk a little bit about a few titles, and then we'll just have a flick through the bin and we won't go into big story time like we usually do, okay? So let's just see what we got here. Our first one that I wanted to bring to your attention is Between the Buried and Me. This is Automata, and the label is Sumerian Records. There we go. And you get to experience the double LP concept album Automata in full with this new vinyl pressing. It contains both installments, Automata 1 and Automata 2. They're packaged together, available at retail for the very first time. It's on this electric blue neon magenta quad, so it's like sort of almost like a cross, and then it's got this big splatter of black and white in the middle. It also includes bonus art prints and a download. Next up, this is a funky little thing. This is Broncho, Can't Get Past the Lips. This is on Guest Room Records, and the songs kind of earn their credibility through singer-guitarist Ryan Lindsay's punchy hooks and his kind of devil-may-care attitude and this blunt delivery. Ben King's Dirty Surf meets concrete guitar riffs kind of flesh it out. And there's a very thundering bass from Jonathan Ford and hard-hitting beats from Nathan Price that kind of making up the driving rhythm section here. This is on clear vinyl. And let's see, yeah, it's back on vinyl. So it includes a download as well. It's a limited edition of 500, okay? Next up, this one is it's a reissue. It's Childish Gambino, and it's Kawaii. It's on Glassnote Records. It's his 2014 EP, Kawaii. It's like a paradise-found exploration of nostalgia and the complex anxieties of romance, decadence, and passion. So Kawaii delivers with island beats, very smart verses, especially on their standout track here called Sober. Once again, he shows his versatility as an artist. It includes several very well-placed collaborations, plus a few very bizarre appearances from like Jaden Smith. You'll see up here, it says Jaden Smith as the boy, like it's a character. Anyway, Jaden Smith, whatever with it. It's a bit of a new sound, but it's really recommended for anybody who's a fan of Childish Gambino, who is Donald Glover, who, also is an actor. For any fans of his or new listeners that are on the lookout for something fresh. There you go. Okay, now this is part of the Rhino Spark Your Ear Off Right campaign that we keep talking about. Now we're running out to the end of January, and so pretty much all the straggling releases are coming in, and this is a big one. This is, of course, The Cure, Wish. And this one, hey. Okay, it made it into 2 LPs this time around for this deluxe edition. It's the 30th anniversary, believe it or not, of The Cure's best-selling Grammy-nominated album, Wish, newly remastered by Robert Smith and Miles Showell at Abbey Road Studios. Features singles that were big hits for them, like Hi, Friday, I'm in Love, and Letter to Elise. And it's presented as this 2 LP set now, in a single sleeve with a wide spine and 2 printed inner bags, okay? So that is part of that Rhino campaign, of course, for Spark Your Ear Off Right. Next is another box set. This is Bob Dylan Fragments, Time Out of Mind Sessions, 1996 to 1997, the bootleg series, volume 17. This is over 4 LPs. It's on Legacy Recordings, latest chapter in the Columbia Legacy's highly acclaimed Bob Dylan bootleg series. Okay, it takes a fresh look at Time Out of Mind. That was Bob Dylan's mid-career masterpiece that kind of celebrating the album and its enduring impact 25 years after its original release. So this edition includes a new 2022 remix by Michael H. Brower out of 11 original recordings on the Time Out of Mind, sounding more like how the songs came across when the musicians originally played them in the same room. So also included are 12 previously unreleased outtakes and alternate versions of songs written for Time Out of Mind. Okay, that's a pretty nice thing. Okay, then I wanted to show you Marianne Faithfull, Kissin' Time. This is through BMG Rights Management. This is a reissue. It was originally released in 2002. It's a collection of co-written collaborations with a very impressive lineup of contemporary musicians and producers like Beck and Billy Corrigan, Dave Stewart, Blur, and Pulp. The vinyl format is issued here for the very first time on heavyweight vinyl. Kiss in Time is accompanied by the reissue of 1999's Vagabond Ways. So in addition to this catalog activity, Marianne Faithfull's 22nd studio album, She Walks in Beauty, is set to be released in at the end of April. So yeah, she's still going. Okay, this is something that I think people will be really interested in. This is Green Day, Nimrod, the 25th anniversary edition, 5 LPs in this box, and this is on Reprise. The 25th anniversary edition includes the original album, 1 disc of previously unreleased Nimrod demos, a live set from Philadelphia recorded 1 month after Nimrod was released. The 14-track demos disc includes 2 unreleased Green Day tracks. Let's see, one is called You Irritate Me, and the other one is Trey Polka, plus a cover of the classic Elvis Costello song, Allison, previously unreleased. The album was recorded, the live part was recorded at the Electric Factory in Philadelphia in November of 1997. There's a 20-song set. It includes several songs from Nimrod, plus fan favorites from their previous albums and singles, and it's all on silver vinyl, so that's a nice piece. Okay, this is just kind of, kitschy and weird. It's a Jag Panzer, it's Ample Destruction, and it's on the HR label. Ample Destruction is the first studio album that was released by the American power metal band Jag Panzer, released in 1984. Originally released on Azra Records, a small independent label, and it received poor marketing from the label and thus became only an underground hit amongst the metal community and has been repeatedly bootlegged over and over again. So now it's finally a legit release here, and it says it's on splatter vinyl, but I really don't know what color. They just say splatter vinyl, so that's that. Okay, this is Ava Max. It's called Diamonds and Dance Floors. I think this was originally supposed to come out last October, but it was delayed. Anyway, it's her second album, I believe. And it's something because she has kind of been lumped in with that manufactured or labeled plant kind of thing, but she doesn't really do anything to dispel that. So anyway, she's had some real kind of dance floor hits, and anyway, we'll see what happens here. The new single, I believe, is the one that's called Maybe You're the Problem. So okay, that's Ava Max, and that comes on CD too. Next we have Bad Books, and it's a 2022 vinyl pressing, limited to 750 units. Don't really know too much about them, so I have no story. All right, this is Bass Drum of Death, and this is another one. This is on Fat Possum, and it is produced by Patrick Carney from the Black Keys, so that one is available for us now. We're not getting into any stories, I promise. Okay, Beast in Black, this is a reissue on 180 gram black vinyl through Nuclear Blast Records. And another reissue of theirs, a Beast in Black. This one is called Dark Connection. Also 180 gram black vinyl, Nuclear Blast is the label. This is the Zac Brown Band. It's called the Comeback Deluxe, and it features collaborations with people like Ingrid Andress, Jimmy Buffett, Cody Johnson, Marcus King, Blake Shelton, James Taylor. Okay, so this is like a, if you're familiar with Zac Brown, it's kind of that country rock. Anyway, this is over 6 sides, so it's a triple. This is super interesting. This is a 10-inch by Candlemass. It says it's on splatter vinyl, but again, I am not sure of the color. Just says splatter. It's on HR Recordings, and it is, side 1 is a Blue Oyster Cult cover of Don't Fear the Reaper, and the B-side is Bob Dylan's All Along the Watchtower. So both of those are cool songs. I don't know. I hope they do a good job with those. Nice artwork. All right, this is on the Bethlehem label. This is John Coltrane in the Winner's Circle. And this is an all-star jazz session on 180 gram black vinyl with the rare 1961 alternate cover. It features Donald Byrd, Kenny Burrell is on here, Art Farmer, and more. It was recorded in New York in September and October of 1957. This is the Cribs. It's a reissue. Men's Needs, Women's Needs, Whatever. Okay, and this is Oh, what is that? The Pious label? Okay. This one is on sharp tone. It's a limited pressing of Currents. The way it ends. There's only 1,000 of these, and it's on clear blue, half and half with orange, pink, and purple splatter. This is a weird little thing. I think we may have talked about this in the past, but now it's on colored vinyl. This is Glenn Danzig. Danzig sings Elvis, and it's on this limited edition purple, yellow, haze vinyl. And yeah, it's such a strange record. I think there's like 14, how many tracks on here? 13 maybe, 13 tracks, but it's all these like, Elvis standards. And I guess he's a big Elvis fan, and I don't know what kind of treatment he gives these songs, but wow. Okay, this is a Sacramento punk band, Destroy Boys. This is on the Hopeless Records label, and it's on purple vinyl, and here for you now, okay? This is the deluxe expanded edition of the Eminem Show, and that was, his 4th album. I know, Dr. Dre's on here, and I think that Eminem's daughter, Haley, makes an appearance on here somewhere. But anyway, it's all... let me see, that's over 4 LPs, right? 1, 2, yeah, 4 LPs in here. So they've got some a lot of live tracks here and instrumentals. And yeah, pretty deluxed out. It's on this, not really a gatefold, it's more of a slipcase kind of affair, the way that you get the albums in there, okay? Now this is an odd thing. It's very hard to figure out what this is. It's a collab between the band End and the band Cult Leader. This up and down, it probably should be a slash, in that direction to indicate that. But anyway, it's on Death Watch Records, and it's just metal. I think there's fronted by a female singer, but nice cover. It is also, nowhere does it indicate this on the packaging, but it is on this kind of 3 rings of blood red kind of vinyl to black to burgundy. It's actually a pretty good looking piece of vinyl if you're into colored vinyl. But anyway, this is a tricky one. Can't wait to see where they put that one away when they're putting this stuff away. Okay, then this is, the band is called Flat Sound, and it's called When You Run Away, Do You Close Your Eyes? It's a new album from them. Let's see, I'm not sure of the label here. I don't know. But anyway, indie rock, okay? This is Fucked Up, One Day. And this is a limited edition of Blue Jay in Milky Clear vinyl. It's on Merge Records. And the name comes from the fact that they recorded this all literally in one day. Now, Fucked Up is a band that they try a lot of different things. And they're kind of known for, just mixing it up. And it was... it's kind of real, they're like these hardcore heretics, but anyway, all in a day, and so therefore it is called One Day on that nice colored vinyl. All right, this is Marvin Gaye, Greatest Hits Live in '76. It's a concert, features things like What's Going On, Let's Get It On, I Heard It Through the Grapevine, and more. Let's see, trying to see where this was recorded. Okay, it was at the Eden Hall Concert Hall in Amsterdam during Marvin Gaye's first European tour in 1976. So, that's nice. This is GISM, and this is Military Affairs Neurotic. It's the first ever official release of GISM's legendary sophomore LP, MAN. It's remastered. It's a black vinyl edition. It's on Relapse Records, and yeah, there you go. This is by the Golden Orchestra. Now, Golden Books is like a line of children's books, and this is Casper the Friendly Ghost, and it's a trip through Ghostland in story and song. So I guess that there's like kind of some spoken word here, and then the Golden Orchestra. There is the High Fidelity Golden LP. I don't believe that they mean that's a color. I think that's the label, and this is like, gives you an idea. They had Cinderella, it's all for kids, but It looks like so cool. I love that. Anyway, this we had the CD last week, you remember, the Mockingbird, the Crow, and this is just, you know, it's like country rock kind of stuff. So anyway, that's the vinyl for you this week. This is Matthew Halsall, The Temple Within. Now this guy kind of grew up on British jazz and, you know, well, I want to say kind of, you know, contemporary experimental stuff. But anyway, he puts his stuff together in these soundscapes. And yeah, this is what he's got going this time. And it's, you know, the A side and the B side both have like 2 tracks. So they're very like long pieces. All right. This is Holy Moses, finished with the dogs. And says it's on splatter vinyl, also through that HR Records. I couldn't really find any information about this. They had another title that was something to do with, again, with the dogs, but it's from 1992. And so I just really, I'm curious about this, but I'm not sure like what it is. There's literally no information to be found. And it does say, I want to see if it had like a date anywhere on it. Here it's from, this release reproduces the sound of the original 1987 vinyl edition. So obviously some kind of reissue, but good luck finding information. You just got to listen to it. Okay, this thing, I think this is another triple LP, isn't it? Or, yeah, wait. Maybe it's just a double, okay. But this is Jean-Michel Jarre. It's called Oxymore. It's an homage to Pierre Henry. Now, Pierre Henry was a guy who was like a composer, a French composer from like late 40s to the 50s. And he used to do this stuff that was called concrete musique, and it was where they would take like sound bites from different things, whether it was organic or electronically creative, like even re-recorded live music playing and chopped it up and put it in different places. Anyway, super experimental stuff for the time. It was this here now, Jean-Michel Jarre is giving you this immersive music project that's there's access to a binaural version. Now, what does that mean? That's like when they take 2 different areas of recording and they kind of cater it one for each ear and bring it together for one. Okay, this is 2 albums on 180-gram vinyl. There's a 32-page booklet in here, and that's a real think piece for you. Okay, Jungle Fire, Tropicoso. This was part of that 10 Bands, One Cause. It's on the limited edition pink vinyl. This was the debut album from this Afro-Latin funk band and just came trickling in now. Okay. This is the Isolation. No, I'm sorry. This is Cadaver, and it's called the Isolation Tapes. Okay. So this, it's like a mature work of their career. Wonderful artwork. It's 180-gram gatefold, cloudy blue and turquoise. It's a very like good-looking piece of vinyl. It's limited, looks like to 10,500. So you know they made a lot of them, but I guess these guys have been kicking around for a while, and this is like new stuff and you know very open-minded and mature work from them. All right. Elle King has a new album out. I don't think she's had an album out since her last one was in 2018. So this is called Come Get Your Wife, and it is on the RCA label. This one is kind of rootsy. She's got the banjo up front with this one. So I don't know if that appeals to you or not, but there you go. This is Avril Lavigne, Let Go. It's the 20th anniversary edition. Features B-sides and unreleased tracks. It's over 2 LPs. I believe that's just straight up black vinyl, though. There's no indication that it is anything else. This is more that is part of the Rhino Spark Your Ear Off Right campaign. This is Curtis Mayfield. Curtis, it's his landmark 1970 debut solo album. It includes Move On Up, We're All Going to Go, and Don't Worry If There's a Hell Below. So this is a really classic Curtis Mayfield record. And yeah, Another one, same thing. Here's, you can tell by these stickers that it's the Start Your Ear Off Right, but this year they're calling it Spark Your Ear Off Right. This is his first live album, recorded in 1971 at the Bitter End in New York City, cut from original analog master tapes by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio. 2 LPs on Burgundy Fruit Punch vinyl. It's a 2-record set. All right, this is Nightwish, Endless Forms Most Beautiful. It's a reissue. I believe it's something like their 6th album. This is on black vinyl, 180 gram. It's through Nuclear Blast Records. This is the best of Carl Perkins, Blue Suede Shoes, the original recording. Carl Perkins, of course, a contemporary of Elvis. They should have put this on blue vinyl. It's on Curb Records, and I don't know that they really do colored vinyl. I'm not sure. Okay, this is the Proclaimers. Dentures Out. Proclaimers, you know, remember those weird-looking Scottish twins that, believe it or not, this is their 12th album. And I didn't even know they were still making records, but apparently they are. And this one is very satirical, very biting, very almost a little bit of a, I don't know, an angry record for them. But anyway, they're still kicking. This is Daniel Salinas. It's called Atlantis. It's jazz funk and cinematic excursions from this Brazilian maestro, Daniel Salinas. It was released in 1973, and it features his much-loved interpretation of Also Sprach Zarathustra's titled Strauss Mania. Okay, this is on Mr. Bongo, and yeah, here for you now. Sorry, I'm trying to get that glare out of there. All right, this is Samia, and the album is called Honey, and she is from Tennessee. She's from living in Tennessee. She's a singer-songwriter. This is the limited edition indie exclusive. It's on translucent blue vinyl. This is Selena. This is Moonchild. It's the remix album. Yeah, Moonchild Mixes. The thing that's weird about this, okay, so this is on 180 gram limited edition picture disc in here. But what they did with this is they used digital equipment to like age her voice. Like, you got to remember, Selena was 23 years old when she passed, and you know, her voice is much younger. So they did like this, you know, fooled around in the studio to try to kind of age her voice and make it sound like what she would sound like now. And, you know, there's very mixed reviews from fans. Some people just don't think you should be messing with it at all. But her father's behind the project, so it's not like they just went and did this. It's like signed off on by the family. But you have to, like, I guess, listen and see what you think. But there you go. Sam Smith has a new album called Gloria. It includes Unholy, featuring Kim Petras. And this one, what label is he on now? Oh, Capitol. Okay. So anyway, yes, new Sam Smith. This is by the band called, I always get this wrong, The Sound of Animals Fighting. It's called Ape Shit. And I want to say this is on, yeah, it's on translucent orange, although it says nothing about that on the label. All right, this is Swedish band Thunder Mother. They're a 4-piece. It's called Heatwave. This is the deluxe edition, which has been, you know, asked for, I guess, for a long time by fans. And now here they are. It's in a gatefold sleeve. It's a double, and it's on clear blue vinyl. And it says it on the little barcode sticker there. Can I get that for you? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they just completely rock like crazy. This is, believe it or not, a new album from Uriah Heep. I think it's something like their, I want to say 22nd, 25th album, something like that. It's called Chaos and Color, and they still have, it's on Silver Lining Music. Now, they still have one of their original members here, and, you know, this album is all about light and love and, you know, just a very positive record for Uriah Heep. And so they're still going too. And finally, we have Don Williams. This is Greatest Country Hits. Now, Don Williams is known for having a very smooth vocal. That's what his selling point was. And a lot of original recordings here. And it's on the Curb label as well. So I think this has been unavailable, or it's been available like on CD. Anyway, now you can get it on vinyl. And Okay, so there's more that's coming. It'll be on the list below. And this is just a little sampling for you. And anyway, I hope you found something that you like. And thanks for sitting in with me, and I'll see you next time.